Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back to another Duel Links video. It's your boy Crimson / Ross here, bringing you the juicy news. And I just logged into Duel Links. I checked Duel Links meta, and guess what? We have the new mini box leaks. I'm gonna show you guys here real quick. But yeah, we have leaks officially. I got our friend Yugo here on the bottom left. And of course, you know, our channel mascot, Ghost Gal, on the bottom right, because you guys know how much I'm waiting for Altergeists. But yeah, let's dive right into it, I guess. I'm not going to waste y'all's time, but if you're enjoying the content, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub if you're new, drop a follow on Twitch. Everything's down there on the description. And yeah, let's see what we got. Alright, I feel like the music's kind of loud. Let me turn it down. Okay, so we got Wings of Clearness Minibox. So it will be a mini box, so in case y'all are wondering. So yeah, let's dive right into this. So first and foremost, we have none other than a Clear Wings Synchro Dragon. This was no surprise. It is Yugo's ace, so it's no surprise you're getting it. And if you guys have been playing Yugo's event, you should be familiar with what this card does by now. It's basically a monster negate, level 5 or higher. Monster negate, gain attack, destroy. But yeah, you guys should be familiar with what Clear Wing does by now. The next ultra rare is Win the Wind Channeler. Basically, this card, you can discard this card and one other wind monster and add a wind with 1500 or less defense from your deck to your hand. So basically, this is essentially another searcher for Speedroid decks, but like, I know Sean Matrai, he's excited for Ritual Beasts, so I'm kind of curious on how Win is going to be used there. I don't really play Ritual Beasts, so can't tell you there, but it's a good card. I'm glad it's coming. And the last ultra rare, Wisdom Eye Magician. Pendulum effect. If you have a Magician or Performapal in your other Pendulum zone, you can destroy this card and you place one Magician Pendulum from your deck in your Pendulum zone. Already a very good effect. Very good in Odd-Eyes decks. So it helps you search out your Oath Dragon Magician for like more consistency if you need it. But I mean, you have Pendulum Call, so I'm not sure how good this will be. It seems good though. It's ultra rare for a reason. And it has a monster effect where you can discard this card to target one card in your Pendulum zone whose current scale is different from its original. Its scale becomes its original. Decent effect. Don't think it'll be used too much for its monster effect. But yeah, that's all the URs. Moving on here. Okay, moving on to the SRs, and I'm not going to go over everything. I just want to go over the URs and the SRs. So yeah, speeding on along here, we got Speedroid Take Tomborg speeding into the competition. So Take Tomborg, it's in Yugo's loner deck. Y'all should already be familiar with what it does, but basically if you control a wind monster, which more often than not you are going to be controlling one because all Speedroids are wind, you can special summon Take Tomborg from your hand, and then you can tribute it to special summon a Speedroid tuner from your deck. So very good starter. So this with Terratop is basically your combo for Speedroid decks. So I feel like Take Tomborg is good as a 2 or a 3 of. Very good card. It's a staple in Speedroids. Definitely consider grabbing it if you want to build Speedroids. And next, another card in Yugo's Loner deck. High Speedroid Chenbara. Basically, it can attack twice. It gains 200 attack when it swings. And if it's sent to the graveyard, you can target one of your banished Speedroid cards, return it to your hand. Pretty simple. Very good beater. Can swing over things. And yeah. Next, we're getting my boy, Void Ogre Dragon. I love this card. If you guys know me, like, I'm the Infernity one-trick, and this card, very good in Infernity decks. But, like, Infernity is just not good right now, unfortunately, so I'm not sure if this card will be used. Glad it's coming, though. I'm going to be going for it. Kalin Kessler, he has a voice line with it. So basically what it does, generic rank 8, Rockets can make it, needs a Dark Tuner. Once per turn, during either player's turn, when your opponent activates a spell or a trap, while you have no cards in your hand, you can negate the activation and destroy it. So it's basically an Omni-Negate for back row. Decent card. It's better in Infernity decks, because that's the only deck that really likes to empty their hand. Might see play in Rockets, because sometimes they empty their hand too. But yeah, decent card. But yeah, moving on here. And we got Abyss Actor Extras. I love Abyss Actors. They're not great, but they're a fun deck. Extras, very good card. So basically what it does, Pendulum Effect, if your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon this card out of your Pendulum Zone. So it special summons itself from your Pendulum Zone. Then you get its monster effect, where you can tribute this card and place an Abyss Actor from your deck to your Pendulum Zone. And you can't special summon monsters. Oh, that's irrelevant, except Abyss Actors. So basically, for extras, you want to summon it out of your Pendulum Zone, sack it off, and then set your Mellow Madonna or your Abyss Actor Wild Hope to your Pendulum Zone. Basically, like, whatever piece you're missing. Either your Mellow Madonna or your Wild Hope. So very good for the consistency for Abyss Actor decks. So now, like, you don't have to, like, worry too much about not opening the Mellow Madonna or the Wild Hope, which is something Abyss Actors have needed. But yeah, consider grabbing, like, 2 or 3 of extras if you want the consistency. Very good card. It's super rare for a reason. So moving on here, next we have Abyss Actor Curtain Raiser. If you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your Pendulum Zone. Decent going second card, and it's a once per duel, so be careful when you're using it. And its monster effect gains 1100 attack if you control no other monsters. Once per turn, it sends an Abyss script from your deck to the graveyard to add an Abyss Actor from your extra deck to your hand. So a decent card to win you the grind game in Abyss Actors, because you will be destroying a lot of your cards, so it helps you recycle your resources. Like, it's decent, like, not the greatest, but, like, it does help you win the grind game. Like, it's super rare for a reason. But yeah. Next, we have the Strangle Lanius. I didn't think we'd be getting more Raidraptor support, but here we are. So basically, Strangle Lanius. It's if you control a dark monster, it special summons itself from your hand. And if you control an Xyz with a dark Xyz as material, which let's be real, in Raidraptors you are going to. It targets a level 4 or lower Raidraptor in the graveyard and special summons it, but its effects are negated. So very good extender. Consider grabbing like 2 or 3 of this if you are on Raidraptors. Alright. Next, we have a new boss monster, which is interesting. Raidraptors Satellite Cannon Falcon. 2 level 8 wing beasts. If it's Xyz summoned using a Raidraptor as material, it destroys all spells and traps your opponent controls. And your opponent can't activate cards in response to this effect. A quick effect, it detaches a material and targets a face-up monster opponent controls. It loses 800 attack for each Raidraptor in the graveyard. A very good card, consider grabbing one of it. The fact it can like make your opponent lose attack on a quick effect is very useful. Okay, next we have Nirvana High Paladin. It's alright. If a pendulum monster you control attacks, it can't be destroyed by battle for that battle, and you take no damage. If a pendulum monster you control attacked, all monsters your opponent currently control lose attack equal to that attacking monster's attack. A decent card. It can help you swing over things. I feel it. I'm not sure if this will get used. Let's see if it's monster effect. I mean, it is level 8. It's not that hard to bring out. You can treat a pendulum summon monster you control as a tuner. If it's synchro summoned using a pendulum monster tuner, which it is going to be, you can target one card in your graveyard, return it to your hand. You're going to halve your opponent's life points if it destroys a monster. Not sure if it'll be used. It looks good. I'll have to do some testing with this. Alright, just to sort of wrap out the super rares here. Performapal Seal Eel. Once per turn, you can target a face-up monster your opponent controls. That monster has its effects negated until the end of this turn. It's alright, I guess. Monster negates are always good. And scale 3, it's good. When this card is summoned, you can target one set, spell, or a trap. That card cannot be activated this turn. Good effect, but like I'm not sure how often you'll be summoning this. Its stats are kind of low, and 4 zones is kind of tight. So we'll see if this gets play. Not sure if it's worthy of being SR, but it is. And we're also getting Baja Lutia, the Grand Radiance. You can summon this by tributing one effect monster. During your opponent's main phase, if your opponent adds a card from the deck to the hand, except by drawing it, and this card is in your hand, you can tribute summon this card. Okay, so you can tribute it on a quick effect if your opponent searches anything. If this card is summoned from the hand, you can have your opponent banish cards from the top of their deck face down, equal to the number of cards in their hand. Then they shuffle their entire hand to the deck, and if they do, they add the cards banished by this effect to their hand. Wait. So it banishes face down, equal to the cards in their hand. Then they shuffle their hand into the deck. Then they add the banished cards to their hand. So, I see what it is. It's like a Trickstar. It's like Trickstar reincarnation, sort of. Like a nerfed version of it. I feel like this card's a little gimmicky. It might see play, it might not. But like, if you look at Trickstar Reincarnation, it banishes your opponent's hand and they draw the same number of cards. And they don't get those banished cards back. So like, yeah, that monster is basically like a miniature Trickstar Reincarnation. A fun card. I might pull for this actually, because like, if you actually manage to like snipe one of your opponent's combo pieces like in their hand, you can actually like essentially stop them from playing the game. So decent card. It's super rare for a reason. And I'm not gonna go over the rares and the normals too much, but I'm just gonna like quickly skim over them. Like, I don't want the video to be too long. But yeah, for rares, and yeah, that's all the super rares. Okay, for rares, we've got Abyss Actor, Trendy Understudy. More Abyss Actor stuff. When you pen summon a monster, you can add a face-up level 1 or 8 Abyss Actor from your extra deck to your hand. And if you have 2 Abyss Actor cards in your Pendulum Zone, you can tribute this card, special summon a level 1 or 8 Abyss Actor from your hand or face-up from your extra deck. Not the greatest. It's okay. Abyss Actor Backstage. If you have 2 Abyss Actors in your pen zones, add 2 Abyss Actor with different names from your deck to your extra deck face up. Not the greatest. It's really slow. It only adds to your extra deck face up. It doesn't add it to your hand, and it's on a trap speed, so you have to set it for a turn. So not the greatest card. And more Speedroid stuff. Like, I don't want to go over all of it. Speedroid Gum Prize, Speedroid Block and Roll, Synchro Cracker. Target a Synchro monster you control, return it to the extra deck, and if you do, destroy all face-up monsters your opponent controls with fewer attack or equal to the Synchro monster's attack. Not good. Requires you to tribute a Synchro monster, so not the greatest. Alright. Performapal Rain Goat. Pendulum Storm. Then there's Rank Up Magic Skip Force. I remember Shay using this in the anime. It special summons a Raidraptor that is 2 ranks higher. And during your main phase, except this turn was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card and a Raidraptor. Then target a Raidraptor exceeds in the graveyard, special summon it. So like another rank up card, which probably will see use. Speedroid Passing Glider, Performapal Inflator Tapir, Speedroid Skull Marbles, Speedroid Malicious Magnet. Ooh, more Starry Night stuff. Target a light monster, tribute it, and set a Starry Night spell or a trap. Very good searcher. Starry Night or Orbitail. Starry Night Orbitail. Very good card. If the Starry Night Dragon returns to the hand, while this card is in the graveyard, you can special summon this card. And 2100 defense is not bad. I might pull for this. Very good for my Starry Night deck. And that's it for the rares. And now we got the normals. Redicycle. It special summons a Speedroid tuner, negates its effects. Then you roll a die, and its level becomes the result of the die roll until the end of the turn. And you can banish this card to synchro summon. Then there's some other neat stuff here, but these are normal. I don't want to go too in depth. Y'all can look through them yourself. There's X-Saber Palomuro, Apprentice Piper, Sengenjin, Defender of the Ice Barrier, Performapal Pinch Helper, Aquarium Stage. Then, what else we got? Aqua Story Urashima, Performapal Gumgumuton, Dragon Caller Magician, Speedroid Hexasaucer, Pendulum Transfer, and Starry Night Seal. I want to go over this one. I love Starry Nights. Let's see what this does. If Starry Night Seal is in your hand, you can return a Starry Night monster or the level 7 dragon to the hand. Special summon this card. And if you control no monsters, you can banish this card from the graveyard. Special summon the dragon from your hand. Basically another Starry Night card that lets you summon the dragon, which is what the deck does. Decent card. Alright. And that's it for the box. Wings of Clearness. Let's see if we got more updates. But yeah, that's it for the box. Let's scroll down and see what else we're getting. Crystal Wings Synchro Dragon Bundle. I wonder if this will be limited to one, because it's a bundle. Let's see, yeah, it's a bundle, so it might be limited. We'll see. It says, negate a monster's effect and destroy it. Crystal Wings Synchro Dragon Bundle. Guaranteed. And if y'all have been playing Yugo's event, y'all should be very familiar with what this card does by now. But there it is if you guys want to read the effect. Basically negates a monster effect when it's activated and destroys it, and if you do that, this card gains attack equal to the monster's original attack until the end of the turn. And if this card battles a level 5 or higher monster, this card gains attack equal to the current attack of the monster it's battling. Very good card. Ooh, we're getting box chips. Kind of curious to see how box chips will work. We're not... it says with purchase bonus, box chips. We're not currently sure how box chips will work, but I guess we'll find out. Maybe we'll be able to get, like, ultra rare cards. Maybe it's like a dream ticket version. Not sure. Curious on how this is going to work. And card sleeves, Crystal Wings Synchro Dragon. Guessing this is from the bundle. Looks very nice. I'm definitely gonna purchase it. Crystal Wings Synchro Dragon icon. Nice. And we got some comments down here. But yeah, that's it for the box. Hope you guys enjoyed. But yeah, that's it. Leaks mini box, Wings of Clearness. But yeah, that's it for the leaks. If you guys enjoyed, as always, Be sure to drop a like, drop a sub if you're new, follow on Twitch. I do stream. I stream King of Games runs on Twitch. We have a really fun community on stream, so if you want to be a part of that community, be sure to drop a follow on Twitch, join the community. We're all really chill there. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. So I'm not sure what else to say. I'm not really good with outros here. But yeah, drop a follow, do whatever. But yeah, this is Crimson signing out. Peace.